Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh no. And got everybody fully. Puppies did fight work today. Moon and Summer did some frisbee today. Everybody's tired though. Everybody should be wore out. Worn out. I haven't done bite work with Bubba in a while, and I took her to do something today, and she killed it. If you watching this video and you don't follow me on Instagram, check out my Instagram stories. She's in there. She killed it. And so all of my dogs, Soma, right there, their dad, Major, and Moon. My plan for them is for sure personal protection, and they excel at it. That's why we go to bite work. But Bubba, my plan for her is hog hunting. And Tiff, what's happening? My plan for Bubba is hog hunting, and so I don't do too much. I don't do a whole lot of personal protection with her. I still want to keep her sharp and test her in personal protection, and but it's not her main path. Her main path is hog hunting, but she got busy today, and my point of doing that with her is to just like so she still, even though my goal isn't her end game ain't personal protection, I still want a dog that understands what I want expect from them in certain situations, and she showed out today. She got busy today. Major and Soma, like Soma doesn't even really need much training as far as that goes, much bite work as far as that goes, but Major and Bubba Hubble still do. But she killed it today. I mean, she got busy. She ain't, like I said, she ain't Major as far as like she ain't chasing you if he's going over the fence. Hubble just don't come over the fence. But if you do come over the fence, she is going to fuck you up. She is not playing. She is no joke. She made me proud today. Hey, and not that I wasn't expecting it because she had been wanting bike work her whole life, but like once a month. And she still got busy today. She got busy. I loved what I saw. I loved what I saw today. And she probably won't go back. Well, she'll probably go back one time next month, maybe. I'll try to get her back, but she does. But we're going hog hunting next month, so you know she'll probably go back to bite work one more time. Major will go every weekend because he has an event. He has a bite work event next month. The same weekend that Hubble goes hog hunting, Major has a bite work event that he's going to. So Major kills it always, but Bubba showed out today. Go get it, son. The boy. Hey, Bubba. Bubba, no. But if you see this video and you don't follow me on Instagram, Bubba, Bubba, hey, check me out on Instagram. Hey, no, Bubba, no, no. Check out me on Instagram. You can see Soma and Moon playing frisbee, and you'll see Hubble and Major's bite work from today. You'll basically see what they've been doing all day. I thought about taking them to do some fetching in the creek, but we'll probably save that for tomorrow. I'll probably take both. I'll probably take two groups, Soma and Moon, and then Major and Hubble. I try to give Hubble her own time when we're doing stuff like fetch because the other dogs are all faster than her. She really don't have a choice. She really don't have a chance. And eventually she's just like, well, fuck it. I'll kind of run, but I'll just do something else. But when she's by herself and she's able to win, then she's in the game the whole time. So I'll probably take her to do some shit by herself tomorrow. Austin, what's happening? What's going on? Yeah, everybody pretty much worked. This week's been working, but today we got some good work in. Tomorrow we'll get. Hey boy. Yo boy. Got plans for Moon, taking Moon to Soma. I don't know if I talked about that on YouTube. Yeah, I know I talked about it on Instagram. Moon had a planned breeding this year, but I changed the plan and I'm gonna go Soma to Moon because I'm only doing this breeding for me. It's not a public breeding, so I just want to get what I'm looking for, and the best dog to take to Moon to get what I'm looking for is Soma. So that's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna go like outside my yard just so I could take a half sister to half brother later. Soma to Moon's next puppy, but Soma to Moon is just a better, a better puppy for what I'm trying to get going forward. So that'll be fun. That'll be super fun because raising Moon, I never had so much more fun raising a dog. And I'll get another one of those. I get to do that again. Moon's 8. I'll get to do that all over again. So much fun. I get to do it all over again, and I'm better than I was and Moon is an incredible dog. When she's time to work, Moon can do it all. That's not much that Moon can't do. But with that being said, I'm better than I was when Moon was coming up. So being able to is kind of just a chance of doing that all over again without the mistakes that I made. So I'm excited for that. I'm just looking to maybe keep one female. I'm looking to probably keep one female from that. But my overall plan to end this year, as far as dogs goes, I have at least one other outside puppy coming too. So the plan is Moon's puppy will probably get a longer leash. Like I'll probably look at that puppy for about a year, unless I see something that says, "Oh, they just isn't it," you know. But I'll probably look at that puppy for about a year, at least. The other puppies, who I don't know. I don't know how long they'll be here. If they're working out great, then they'll be here forever. If not, then maybe not. But my plan is to add 2 dogs to the pack. I'm hoping that at least one of them is Moon's daughter. But Um, you never know. Yeah, maybe two. You never know. Both new dogs could come from that breeding. So, but we'll see. I know that I only want a female from that breeding, but if somehow I only have males, then I'm okay with that. Oh man, but Maker's such a good dog that I don't need another male right now. And not that Hubble's not a good dog; she's a great dog too. She's as good as Major. It's just that as far as breeding goes, I have two really good males already. I don't need I don't know, I don't need another male. I have two solid directions that I can go in with Major and Soma. I don't need a third direction to go in. Not just yet. I'm gonna give Major his shot, see how he does when it's his turn, which won't be till next year. So Major won't be ready until next year, but Hubble will be bred for sure. Hubble will go to Soma almost for sure. They're only a year now, but unless I check their hips and they're fucked up or something like that. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I can imagine, but I don't foresee there being a reason to not take her to Soma. Soma's health tested, and he's proven in a ton of different ways. He's proven in all the areas that I need to prove him in. And Hubble is just about. But I'm just saying, if everything goes right, then some of the Hubble. And the reason I'm going to do some of the Hubble instead of Major the Hubble is Major the Hubble makes a meaner dog. Those two are both um, like higher, meaner than Soma. Soma's mean, but he's a little more people. He can be around people. He's a little more neutral around people. And Bubba is kind of that way too. She's more that way than Major. You know, Major says, "Don't even talk to me." Hubble, you could talk to her, and if you talk nice enough, maybe pet her, she might come to you. Major, you don't. It don't matter how you talk. It don't matter if you give him some food. It don't matter what you do. You get in bed if you try to touch him. And because Hubble has enough of that, I expect that those dogs breed him to her because I'll be doubling up on their mom, Apollo, and some of those other dogs on that side. Um, I expect to get meaner dogs from that breeding. And since I do want to do a semi-public breeding, Soma to Hubble will be semi-public because, well, I'll just say it will be public. It'll be a public breeding. Now, people will be kind of screened, but it'll be a public breeding. The reason I want to do that though is because that is an easier dog for people to handle. They'll have a high quality working ability, high level working ability, but um, a little bit slightly more people friendly dog I think I'll get from Soma to Hubble, and then I won't feel so when I have like my meaner dogs, when I breed dogs that I know are gonna be meaner, I don't really want to get those out to the public. I don't want to give those to people. But my softer dogs, and not again, not soft like y'all know my dogs. If you watch me enough, you know what's up with my dogs. Um, but more family friendly, it would be Hubble to Soma. So Moon to Soma, Soma to Moon, I expect a higher drive dog. I expect those dogs to be a little bit more people friendly too. Who are you talking to, Major? Shut up. I expect those dogs to be a little bit more people friendly too, but much super high drive dogs though. And those I'm not doing to the public just because I don't feel like selling that litter. I don't feel like rehoming that litter. So. But so much to Hubble in a year or so. Like the reason that that'll be public because I will do all the promoting the litter and showing the parents, and I'll do all that shit. I'm not gonna do that with Moon and Summer. If you know Moon and Summer, and you know me, and you want one of those puppies, one of those Moon and Summer puppies, hit me and let me know long before I have them. because you just might miss out. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't expect it to be I'm not expected to be a public litter, but people that I can fuck with, y'all can get one. But again, I'm only doing that breeding for myself. I'm looking to get one, maybe two puppies out of there. I wanna watch a couple females out of there. I hoped I could put some males somewhere where I could see them too, but I'm not really overly concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Major, no, get out of there. I ain't gonna do that unless I know for a fact that it's going to like a good working home and and that I can see it. Usually when I do stuff like that, yo, Brazil in the house, what's happening? Um, what was I gonna say? Usually when I do stuff like that, I kind of want to stay close to like the blood because I want to breed back to it. But like I said, there'll be males, and I have Soma and Major, so whoever gets a male off of that will be able to do whatever you want with it. Of course, it's your dog, but um, I'm only gonna sell it to somebody who convinces me that they're gonna actually do some work with it. So, and even those, there'll probably only be maybe one or two of those available. Again, they'll be high drive dogs. They'll feel they'll probably act more like Malinois, and they'll just look like bigger black. Well, actually, I don't even know if bigger. They look like black Malinois. Those dogs will probably look and feel. But again, if you for those of y'all who know Moon, these dogs' grandma, his mom. For those of y'all who that dog is at, she ain't no joke. That's a bad motherfucker. That is one of the one of the best bull herders I've ever seen all time. One of the best. Male or female of all times, that is one of the best I've ever seen. And I'm comparing it to all of them, even the sport dog ones. And again, I'm not knocking nothing. I'm just saying I didn't see all the shit I know that she does. Maybe they do, but I'm talking about what I've seen. She's one of the best I've ever seen. But Moon was also pretty mean growing up too. Hey, oh, okay, get out of there. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Come, get out of there. No, just get over here. Let's go. But yeah, no, it's gonna be fun to have another Moon. I mean, even at this age, she still goes super hard. Even at this age, she's still super fast, still super competitive, still wants to learn, still wants to work. If it wasn't so hot, I would put her on a spring pole for y'all. She'll still get on a spring pole. Moon is who taught Soma the spring pole. Just as she got older, she started to care less about it, but she'll still get on there. I love being able to just enjoy them like this. No worries about nothing. I mean, everybody just constantly, constant good moods, which is just, when you think about it, it's just nuts. I mean, these dogs will kill you. They will kill men and animals. I mean, they are no joke. But back here together, it's a beautiful thing. No issues. It's just joy the whole time. Everybody's happy all day long. Nobody's having a bad day. Never. And that's just a beautiful thing to have in dogs that are so capable. You can see it in dogs that, you know, aren't like that, or aren't capable. But in dogs that are super capable like these dogs and understand as much as they do, to just be happy, just joy all the time. They can be together as a pack. They can be independent. Someone's off doing his own thing somewhere. Moon's doing her own thing somewhere. Major's over here doing some shit he ain't supposed to be doing. Major, hey, Major, yeah, you. Oh boy, oh boy. Major is bad as fuck, y'all. Not really. I mean, he they're all super good dogs. They all have no problems with none of them. You can see my yard's always, they're back here loose all the time, and my yard's always clean. There ain't no bunch, They're good dogs, but what I mean by that is he just has non-stop wanting to fucking do something. He's always messing with somebody. But Moon and Hubble, he just non-stop trying to fight, play fight, run. He's just not fucking stop. Super good dog though. But if I hadn't done so much work with him, somebody in somebody else's hands, he would be like, he would be annoying. You know what I mean? He would be like, I had to put some extra screen on here. It got holes in it. I left it out one day and it Yella, my dog, what's happening? I left it out one day and it got some stakes in the ground. He got caught in the stakes and put holes in there. Yella, my dog, what's happening, bro? But yeah, him to his sister would be a meaner dog, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that eventually. But my first thing is I'm gonna do a more a dog that leans more towards someone's personality, because I feel like the public could handle that. I feel like, and there'll probably be some size too. I mean, because Apollo, their mom, was bigger than Soma. She was taller than Soma. She wasn't as solid as him, but she weighed, Soma's probably like 80 pounds. Apollo was like 71 pounds, which is big for a female Malinois. And so taking him back to her, my female should stay basically be him, you know. And I think people could handle that a little bit more than they could handle. So when I take her to her brother, the public can't handle that. They're too mean. I expect that to be too mean of a dog for me to give it to the public. So those dogs will stay here. Moon, like I said, and Moon to Soma, that's just staying here because I don't feel like I don't feel like preparing to sell a litter. I'm doing that breeding just for me. It's a mother to son breeding. You know, I want to check that out. So that'll be just for me. But yeah, I mean, my next public litter will be probably, so. Like I said, I'm gonna do some of the Hubble first. That'll be this time next year. Some of the Hubble first, and then I'm not sure what direction I'm gonna go from that. as far as like what I keep on my yard. I ain't sure what direction I'm gonna go from there. I can figure that out when I get closer to that time. But I know that eventually I want to take Major to somebody. He won't go to Moon because this will be Moon's last breeding with someone. Major just turned a year, yeah. He won't go to Moon because this will be Moon's last breeding. And depending on how the Soma to Moon daughter turn out. So my plan for Major is to make mean dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's make people biting dogs. That's my plan for Major. So when I breed him, I'm not sure. It just depends on what direction I go with the Moon Soma offspring and what direction I go with the Soma Hubble offspring. If I get a dog that's out of Moon and Soma that's a little more mean towards people, then he could go to that possibly. Or if I get a dog out of Soma and Hubble, which I don't expect. And so Soba and Hubble, they both don't like humans. They both don't like humans, but they are a little bit more neutral, a lot more neutral than Major. I couldn't get them to just chill, and people weren't trying to hug them or nothing like that. I can get them, but Major, you can't even accidentally touch him. He gonna bite you. I need to see all that shit. I ain't trying to really. He is so if when he's in public, if you leave him alone, he leave everybody alone. I can walk him right past people. We be in line and shit. As long as nobody, I have that collar on. As long as nobody mess with them, they all good. But but the second they do, they Hubble and someone might it might let they might not. Major, he's reacting, bang. You know what I'm saying? It's like and he mean it. He's mad. So, and I don't want to change that about him. I like it. You know what I mean? It's super useful. Um, and so when I breed him, because that's so high, I want to keep that. You know what I mean? I just want to use him for to go in that direction. I mean, I'll use him so he's like a long dog. If the dogs get short, I could take them back to him and kind of like get that leg length back. You know what I'm saying? Or get I mean, there's some other reasons that I could use him, but my my goal, like my purpose for breeding him, in my mind, most of the time will be to make you know meaner dogs. Major and Hubble are also dog aggressive too. Soma and Moon, they'll fuck a dog up, but they can be around dogs. You know what I'm saying? I can make it, you know, Major and Hubble. And in that case, Hubble's worse in that case. Trying to get her out of that, she's worse. If it's a female, Major will, he'll chill and, he might rough it up every once in a while, but he won't be out here trying to kill it. Hubble, she will. It don't matter if it's a male or a female. So I gotta keep shit like that in mind too when I get ready to breed them. I don't really want to breed dog aggressive dogs. I don't. When I first started breeding, 20 something years ago, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and back in those days, I mean it was over 20 years ago. Back in those days, having a dog aggressive dog was kind of necessary. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton where I lived at. It's stray dogs everywhere, and they will fuck you up and your dog and whoever's around you. You know what I'm saying? Like them, those city dogs. This is before American bullies, so pit bulls, stray pit bulls. That shit was that shit was normal where I lived. So when I first started like purpose breeding, um, I liked having a dog aggressive dog because shit, you just never knew when somebody was gonna run up on you, and you know what I'm saying, and you if your dog wasn't like that, it wasn't coming home. But now my life is totally different. I have absolutely no need for dog aggressive dogs. If they come out of her, she comes out. The dogs in her are Eli dogs, and they're half of her. and but I got just one of those other things. I got to figure out how to get that out. I got some. I do have some dog. I do have some non-dog aggressive dogs in the line. Moon has a son here in St. Louis that is everything these dogs are, except he's not dog aggressive. He has good length on him. He is good on man. I don't know how he is. I don't know how he is on animals. But I know when I had him, he was like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it transferred when he got to where he's at now. But still, my point is, I could possibly go to. Um, the thing is, like those those dogs haven't they don't get tested like the dogs on my own yard. And at this point, I might as well use the ones that are tested the most. Not that I won't use the other ones, you know what I'm saying? But I might as well put all my direction in the ones that are being tested the most. Soma is going to his daughter, one of his other daughters, um, probably sometime soon. Probably sometime soon. Probably, I would guess. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I would say I would guess late this year or maybe next year. I, I had one black daughter in the litter, and my dog got her, and and I think I can't remember. I could be wrong. I think we're going to take her to Soma. But he could say he wants to take her to Major. You never know. But there's that. There's that coming. Oh man, that'll be cool to see. I don't think she is as people look. That could be a nice public breeder too. That dog. So that dog is super high drive though. I think if it comes down, it'll probably only come down Bubba's um, to about Bubba's level, and then oh, good job, it was good. I think it should only come down to about Bubba's level, which is super good, super still super high drive. But that dog was nuts though. She was nuts. I got to hit him and see. I mean, last time I talked to him, he said that it was about the same. She was about like that, but I don't know how she is on man, and I got to hit him and see. Not bad, y'all. Come on. There's that breeding coming this year too. Soma to his daughter. That dog is black. That was his only black daughter. So that'll be cool to see too. I like them black dogs. And I like not having to choose. You know what I mean? I like that's what's up. Anyway, I mean I'd rather them be black anyway because you should see them work at night. That shit is nuts. It's like ghosts out there. So I'ma go. I'm so mad. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna hit him and get that info. I'm gonna get him on, but I haven't really asked those questions. You know what I'm saying? Like how she is on man and all that kind of shit. How she is on. No, Major. No, Major, get over here. Come on. Major, come. Throwing tomatoes. Come on. Someone has a tomato. And you get to see how he acts when he has food. You see that? He made their ass some coke. But he ain't fucking Bubba up over it. He just good patience. Let's see what he does with Major. Major's keeping some distance. Oh boy. No! No! Major, no! Get your ass over here. Good boy, Soma. You didn't fuck them up. Good boy. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Soma. Good boy. Come on. No, let's go. Good boy, Soma. That's what's up. I like seeing shit like that. I like seeing them be able to do that shit and not have to worry about nobody getting killed. And like again, like I always say, the truth is these dogs will kill you. These dogs ain't no fucking joke. Hey, Moon, no. These dogs ain't no fucking joke. They will kill you. But they live back here like they're one dog. And it is dope to see. Good boy. Good boy. But I will say this though, if Moon had that tomato and they were anywhere near her, somebody would have got bit. But the fact that they were able to do that. And they did it the other day. I had some watermelon. They did it the other day with the watermelon too. And again, I only highlight that stuff. Some people might think it's normal in certain in certain packs of dogs and certain breeds of dogs. I only highlight it because the way my dogs are bred and the things that they do in their every. Hey, no, get out of there. Things they do in their everyday life and how capable they are, and that's why I highlight it. And again, I'm breeding these dogs together, so I just want to make sure that I'm able to keep shit like that in there. No, that's what I'm saying. I say Major's bad. That motherfucker, Major always doing something. He always doing something. Means he ain't gonna go mess with someone. He come over here and fuck with Hubble. I wonder how long that's gonna last too. But I will say this. I, so what I'm seeing in them in their ability to do it, like I see it in like um, I've seen it in other types of dogs before that weren't bred like them, and the top dog usually keeps that respect. Not that this dog here uh, doesn't what he's capable of, but you know, because they all still give Moon that respect. They'll all fuck Moon up, maybe except for Hubble. The two males, actually, Moon will fuck Major up still, I think. But they all still give Moon that respect. Someone will run right through Moon, but he still treats her like the big dog, and they both still treat Soma like the big dog. I'm also, I forgot to mention. So I'm also not this year. May it'll be gonna take Soma to Rogue. I think those puppies might be a puppy breeding. So Soma to Rogue would be like Soma to like Major and Hubble. Rogue is related to Apollo. Rogue's dad is Apollo's dad, and Rogue's mom is Apollo's half sister. So, but those dogs will probably be smaller than Hubble and Major, but they'll probably act like Hubble and Major. Hubble caught a bird out here the other day, yesterday. Come on. I'm hoping that Moon comes into heat any day now. She shouldn't be in heat until August, but I'm hoping that it comes sooner. So I want to just go ahead and knock that out, get that out of the way. Like I said, I got a couple of I got so Hubble is hog hunting in August, and Major is doing a bite work event in August, and Moon's coming into heat in August. So I'm hoping that Moon comes into heat before those two events, because Bando, my dog, was happening. Because those two events. So the most important thing is her last breeding. It's the best breeding I could possibly do with her right now. There ain't no better breeding that I could do with her. But so I want to get that done. So that's more important. So if it happens that she's receptive that weekend, then I got to stay home and do that breeding. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that she comes into heat way before um, those two events. So for Major, it's a bite work event. It'll be people he's never seen. It'll be decoys he's never seen. It'll be scenarios he's never been in. It'll be um, and I'll get to kind of measure him against dogs around his age, you know, you know, and and just against what I expect. I get to measure him against with dogs around his age and against what I expect him to be at this point. And I can just see where he is. Come on, Major. No, get him to where I need him to be if he's not where I need him to be. And Hubble is the same thing. There'll be other dogs there, um, and she's gonna have to catch on her own. So, so it's gonna tell me a lot. So she has been right on, Bando. She has caught a pig. She has caught a pig before, but Major was there with her. Now she was the one who grabbed it first. From if my memory is right, she was the one who grabbed it first. But Major was still there with her, and she's a killer. She was killing that motherfucker. She was trying to murder that pig. But but like I said, at this time she'll be by herself. You know what I'm saying? It'll be just me and her and other, you know what I'm saying, other dogs that she don't know, and she gotta go and grab a hog and stay on it if it tries to fight her. So we'll see. And and so originally when I put these dogs together, I didn't have hog hunting in mind. Um, they just did so well at it when I took them. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, let me test them. I'm gonna test each generation to see how to see how well they're doing at it, see how well they do at it. And if I get to one that doesn't want to do it, then I'm gonna stop right there. You know what I mean, and try to fix that. That's when I go get me an outcross or something. But yeah, I mean, and again, that honestly, but it's I do love doing it though. It is fun. I don't even live near where I could do it that often. So to try to try to go too hard breeding for it is would be a waste of my time really. But the dogs that I keep, I like for those dogs to I like to be able to have that kind of fun with them. And so her prey drive is so high that walking her or just like all the kind of shit is like she is just a super high prey drive dog. Test her to see if it's worth letting her keep it that high. If she gets out there and she shows out in their praises and she catches and she fights, you know what I'm saying? Like if it, okay, we can keep you that way, then you can stay that way. But if she go out there and the pig hit her and she start looking around, you know what I'm saying? Then when we get back home, your ass need to stop trying to hunt squirrels in the neighborhood when we walking. We gonna dial that down some. But I don't expect her to do that. I don't expect her to start looking around. I think she's a tough dog. I think her she's a I know she's a super I know her prey drive is super high. And really what I'm describing is just about toughness. So I think she's a tough dog. So we'll see. It's just I think for her it's gonna be the mental part of it being so different. But again, they're so good because I've had them just they've seen so much shit in their life, you know what I mean, just up to now in a year, that being out somewhere that that shit don't bother them. They just go with the flow. They just they just with whatever. You know what I'm saying? I have them in water. You know what I'm saying? I have them hiking. You know what I'm saying? I have them in the public, and you know what I mean. Like they don't give a fuck where it's at. These dogs would probably get on the escalator if I walked on one. They would probably just be like, if you go. But as I'm talking that shit, right as I'm saying that, I'm gonna go check and see, right? I'm gonna go make sure that what I'm saying is true, and then I'll come back and I'll tell y'all. But I would bet on it being true. My motto, I always say, my motto is we gonna see. I'm gonna talk my shit, but I'm definitely coming outside. And my dogs, same way.